Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the story that's appending the emotional core of The Bold and the Beautiful, a storyline that began with Liam Spencer's terminal diagnosis has now become one of the most painful and devastating revelations in the show's history. A multi-layered tale of pain, betrayal, and haunting truths unfolds, with each moment heightening the emotional stakes for the characters and longtime fans watching Liam's final chapters. Actor Scott Clifton, who has played Liam for years, recently opened up about the depth of this storyline. According to Clifton, Liam doesn't just experience one moment of grief. He dives into every stage of grief, sometimes in the same episode. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and resignation all swirl around a man who is physically failing but still clinging to the last threads of sanity, family, and control. But nothing can prepare Liam or the audience for the heartbreaking truth he discovers about his daughter Kelly. This is not just a story about a man preparing for death. This is a story about a man discovering that he has never truly lived the way he believed because the girl he loves is not his. And worse, she is his half-sister. At first, Liam's diagnosis is a shock. The discovery of a terminal, inoperable brain tumor leaves him reeling. But Liam, ever the optimist, initially resists. He tells himself there must be a way out, a loophole, a miracle. Clifton notes that Liam's emotions change very quickly in the early episodes, saying, "There's a huge part of him that's in denial." Steffi and Finn are trying to help him understand this, but he can't. He just doesn't understand. And that's fascinating to play. The physical effects of the disease are swift. The tumor leaves him slow, disoriented, and emotionally unstable. He can barely focus. Clifton describes the psychological blow. He's split between two minds. One side of him says, maybe there's hope, maybe there's a cure, while the other side is like, no, I have to accept this. I'm going to die. I have to prepare myself and everyone else. It's a brutal tug-of-war, and Liam doesn't know which version of himself to listen to. The events that turn Liam's emotional world upside down begin with a tragic accident. While playing near their home, Kelly, his young daughter with Steffi, chased a stray dog across the street and was hit by a car. The crash was severe. Kelly was rushed to the emergency room, bleeding profusely, and doctors determined she needed an emergency blood transfusion to survive. It was the moment every parent dreads. Without hesitation, Liam offered to donate blood. But Steffi intervened. No, Liam, you can't. Not in your condition, she insisted. At first, Liam believed her. He was sick. He was weak. Maybe he wasn't strong enough to live. But then, something was wrong. The urgency in Steffi's eyes, the worry in her voice. She wasn't just worried. She was hiding something. And so, Liam did what any desperate father would do. He went to the doctor. He asked for a blood test to see if his blood type was compatible with Kelly's. The results came back quickly, and the truth came out. Liam was not a biological match. He was not Kelly's father. The world stopped. Every memory he had of Kelly, her birth, her first words, the sleepless nights, the happy mornings all shattered into pieces. They were real, but they were built on a lie. Angry, heartbroken, on the verge of physical collapse, Liam confronted Steffi. "You knew it," he growled, his voice shaking. "You knew I wasn't her father. You let me believe it. You let her believe it." Steffi broke down. And through the tears and the silence, she finally told him the truth she'd kept from him for years. Kelly was Bill's biological daughter, Liam's father, which made Kelly not only not his daughter, but his half-sister. The weight of this revelation was almost too much for Liam to bear. He sat down, physically exhausted, emotionally drained. All this time, he had raised a child he believed was his. protected her, loved her, fight for her. But the truth was darker than his worst fears. Steffi had not only betrayed him by sleeping with his father, she had lied to him every day for years. She had watched him give everything to Kelly, knowing he had been living in a fantasy all that time. And now as he lay dying, he knew he had lost her. He had not just lost time with Kelly. He had never had her. Scott Clifton has portrayed the moment hauntingly. The mix of disbelief, grief, and disgust is palpable. How could Steffi do this? How could Bill do it? And why, after everything they had been through, had no one told him the truth? Steffi, racked with guilt, explains why she kept it a secret. "I don't want to lose you," she confesses. "I don't want Kelly to grow up without you." "But she already is," Liam replies coldly. "She just doesn't know it yet." The words hit like a punch. Bill, unaware of his past mistakes being exposed, continues his life as usual until Liam calls him. The two men meet in private. At first, Bill is defensive, confused. Then Liam spills it. DNA. Lies. Betrayal. "I'm not just your father," Liam says, his voice strained. "I'm Kelly's too." Bill pales. The pieces fit together. Timeline. Memories. The drunken night with Steffi that they both tried to forget. He whispers no. Oh God. But it's too late. The damage is done. There are no easy answers. Liam is dying. His relationship with Kelly is forever changed. His trust in Steffi is gone. His relationship with Bill is now poisoned. He is a man with no clear path forward except to face his death with dignity, no matter how much of it remains. Scott Clifton has commented in interviews that we're taking the audience on this journey with us. "I don't even know where it's going. But I know it's being handled with care. And that care shows. Because this is not a cheap twist. This is a character-defining moment, one that reaches into every corner of Liam's psyche and forces him and the audience to reevaluate everything we thought we knew about love, family, and the price of silence. On the bold and the beautiful, secrets are currency. Betrayal is a language, and pain is a constant companion. But what Liam is enduring now goes beyond any ordinary pain. He has been robbed of his future. He has been betrayed by the mother of his child. And he has become a stranger to the girl he once called a daughter. Whether Liam lives or dies, he will never be the same. And neither will we. Because in a show defined by its emotional intensity, this is a story that reminds us of a painful truth. Even the strongest hearts can be broken beyond repair.